Hi everyone, Amanda here with Unwind Flow Yoga, and for today's class we're going to be doing a meditation on the root chakra or the Muladhara chakra. For today's class, I'll invite you to find a comfortable seated position, whatever works for you. If you're sitting on the floor, it might be helpful to sit up on a rolled up blanket or yoga block, or it might make sense for you to lie down today. Any position, whatever is most comfortable. And as you settle in to find a place where you can rest for the next few minutes, I'll start to tell you a little bit about the psychology behind our root chakra. So this chakra is connected to our foundation, security, our survival, our structure, our sense of prosperity, and our physical identity. And all of these elements are also connected to our instincts. So as we go through our meditation today, I'm going to be connecting back to some of these themes as well as creating a visual for you to connect with as well. So once you found that comfortable seated position, just take another moment to settle in. Noticing that you want to find a position where you feel connected to a sense of foundation. You don't want to feel like you're wobbling or it's difficult to hold the structure of the pose that you've selected in your physical body. And as you get closer to finding that position, bringing your awareness to the breath. If possible, moving your inhale in through the nose and release the breath out through the nose. Take a few cycles of your breath in and out. No need to change the breath. Noticing as it is here right now. And once you found that pattern of the breath moving in and out, I'll see if you can focus a little bit more on the exhale of your breath. So the exhale will bring the breath a little bit further into the body as you let the breath go. Allowing the inhale to come as it will. See if you can bring your attention to the exhale. Stay right there with your breath moving in and out. And I'll just add another layer of visualization here if that's helpful for you to connect with your exhale. See if you can feel the breath moving through this central channel of the body, whatever that means for you. The breath is moving up through the body on an inhale and down through the body as you release out. And as you connect with that visual, see if you can notice where the breath is traveling. So at first it might feel like your inhale is coming out through the nose and the exhale feels like it's just in the chest. But as you take a few more breaths there, seeing if you can draw the breath out a little bit further into the body. So maybe the breath out, you can feel it in the belly, maybe even to the hips or the lower body. Staying with that for a couple rounds, not forcing anything, no rush. Let it be effortless. Staying with that visual of connecting into the roots, into your foundation. Letting the exhale be a little bit of a vehicle to get you there. While I was learning about our Muladhara chakra that we're talking about today, some of the characteristics, such as the connection to the earth element and the color red, this idea of the column of breath moving through the body, it reminded me of this visual of really old tall trees. And what came to mind was California redwood trees. And you don't have to have seen these trees before to connect with this visual. But I'll provide a little bit more to see if you can create an image in your mind's eye of where we're trying to get to with this visual. So California redwood trees are the tallest and oldest trees in the world. The largest known single stem tree is a California redwood, and it's about 275 feet tall. It's 25 feet in diameter, and it's estimated to be 2,500 years old. It's difficult to imagine a tree of this size, a tree that's been around this long. So in your mind's eye, see if you can create an image of the tallest tree you can think of. Maybe it's one that you've seen before, or one that you can just hold in your mind's eye. This really tall tree. It goes higher than you're able to see as you're standing on the ground. And as you're imagining this incredible tree, and you're looking up at it, it feels magnificent to look up at this tree, but I want to direct your attention down to the ground. What's really incredible about this type of tree is that the roots are relatively shallow. They only go about 6 or 12 feet maximum into the ground. So we have this tree that's almost 300 feet tall with shallow roots going only a few feet into the ground. And yet with these shallow roots, these trees rarely fall over. They can withstand strong winds, earthquakes, other natural events. They can withstand time. And how they're able to do that is this magnificent root system where the tree roots are intertwined with one another, where these redwood trees are supporting each other by intertwining their roots together and holding each other up. They grow very close together and are dependent on one another for stability, for security, for their physical shape. They stand arm in arm through time, supporting each other through the challenges of life. They're there for each other when something comes around that wants to knock them down. And this magnificent community of root system supports each tree, sharing nutrients in time of need, sharing support. So in your mind's eye, with these trees growing closely together, holding each other up, I want you to think about what holds you up in your own life. What provides the sense of stability for you? What really helps to create this foundation of your life? And see if you can notice this sense of reciprocity where you are held up by your community and you hold up others in your community as well. Knowing that you can stand tall through time, through challenges, because you have this sense of support and stability. You've created everything that you need. I'll let you stay with that visual for a little bit longer. Noticing if the mind starts to drift, just to come back to the breath. Paying a little bit of extra attention to that exhale. With each breath out, solidifying your strength in your community. I invite you to stay as long as you like with this visual and this intention. Noticing the shift you feel after a little bit of time in your breath, connecting to this idea of support. When you're ready, feel free to transition out of your meditation and into the rest of your life. I'll see you again soon.